The bright lights of the WWE arena flickered, casting eerie shadows across the sea of cheering fans. Among them was Neil, a devoted wrestling enthusiast, attending the highly anticipated event with his two sons, Nash and Ari. Little did they know, this night would plunge them into a nightmare unlike any they had ever experienced. The air crackled with excitement as the first match commenced, wrestlers slamming each other onto the mat amidst the roaring crowd. Neil couldn't help but feel a sense of thrill coursing through him as he watched the action unfold. Nash and Ari were equally captivated, their eyes glued to the ring. As the night progressed, however, an unsettling sensation crept over Neil. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The once jubilant crowd seemed to grow restless, their cheers turning into anxious murmurs. Nash and Ari noticed it too, exchanging puzzled glances with their father. During a particularly intense match, the lights suddenly dimmed, enveloping the arena in a shroud of darkness. A collective gasp rippled through the audience as they looked around in confusion. Neil's heart pounded in his chest as he instinctively reached for his sons, ensuring they were close by. Just as panic threatened to consume the crowd, the lights flickered back to life, revealing a sight that sent chills down Neil's spine. Among the spectators, scattered throughout the stands, were figures clad in tattered clothing, their faces obscured by shadows. They seemed to materialize out of thin air, their presence ominous and foreboding. Whispers spread like wildfire among the audience as they exchanged fearful glances. Nash gripped his father's hand tightly, his knuckles turning white with tension. Ari clung to Neil's side, his eyes wide with apprehension. As the matches continued, Neil couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The mysterious figures in the crowd seemed to follow his every move, their gaze piercing through him like daggers. Despite his growing unease, he tried to focus on the wrestling, hoping to distract himself from the rising sense of dread. But the eerie atmosphere only intensified as the night wore on. Strange noises echoed throughout the arena, whispers that seemed to emanate from the shadows themselves. Neil's heart hammered in his chest as he scanned the crowd, searching for any sign of normalcy amidst the growing chaos. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air, causing Neil's blood to run cold. Panic erupted among the spectators as they scrambled to flee the arena, desperate to escape whatever unseen terror lurked in the shadows. Neil clutched Nash and Ari close to him, his mind racing with fear. In the midst of the chaos, Neil caught a glimpse of the mysterious figures in the crowd, their eyes gleaming with malevolence. With a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach, he realized that they were not mere spectators. They were something else entirely, something far more sinister. As Neil and his sons fought their way through the panicked crowd, a sense of dread washed over them. They had stumbled into a nightmare from which there seemed to be no escape. And as they fled the arena, pursued by unseen horrors, they could only pray that they would live to see the light of day once more.